The idea basically is if you have a monkey typing on a typewriter and you give that monkey an infinite amount of time, they will eventually create the entire work of Shakespeare. I just think that in general, people kind of are doing that. Like, not just people like Marshall, but everybody who's creative or puts themselves out there, they're all just kind of banging away on keys and trying to create something amazing, and oftentimes it's gibberish. But every once in a while you kind of get it and it works and then something flows. And so what you see happen in the video is a lot of gibberish, and then eventually he sort of latches on to little moments, right? He gets little epiphanies, quick little sparks of genius, but then suddenly a long rant, which then becomes one of his most famous songs. And so we see that sort of evolution happen.
What do you think?
This video, we're using a lot of motion control. So we're doing all this long exposure time lapse. The audience becomes this sort of blurry sort of mass of movement. And we're also using the same technology in the classroom scene. We have 9 Marshalls all set up 3 by 3 like a Rubik's Cube. And what I can do is I can program one move that tracks along the entire space, and then I can move Marshall from one corner and I keep moving it, and then in post we can tile all those things together.
At times juvenile, yes. I goof and I jest. A flawed human, I guess, but I'm doing my best to not ruin your expectations and meet them, but first, the speed 'em verse.
So at some point in the theater scene, it starts to go a little crazy. And so he has this vision. Everything's eroding on the stage, the fans have gone away, the theater's empty now. And he goes a little bit into his mind, and he gets taken to this frozen lake.
Chris, he's good to start here?
Yeah. So start here, walk slow.
Same
zip jacket, do the whole
that whole thing. Exactly.
And what he finds out there, as he sort of treks across this massive landscape, off in the distance he sees this monument. We don't really know what it is. It's covered in fabric. You can't tell what it is. It's a human figure of some sort. And that represents the fame and what he might have been at his high point, that sort of, epic figure that Eminem is.
Go without a fight when I made a fucking tightrope out of twine. But when I do fall from these heights, though I'll be fine. I won't pout or cry or spiral.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, the title of the song is called Fuck This Shit. And it's about being tired of shooting videos. That's the whole concept for everything. Rich put it together. I wish I had like a bunch of cool shit to say, but man, I'm just tired of cameras being in my motherfucking face all day, that's all.
First of all, we didn't keep M late. I think we're always late. No matter I think this is like the 7th video that I've done, and I think it's always like, that's a wrap. He's always trying to get the camera people to press record. It's just this game he does, It's kind of, I mean, it's funny. You just kind of go along with it.
Cool. That's a wrap. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, man. All right, y'all. Thank you. Thank you, man.
Cause I'm just a man, but as long as I got a mic, I'm godlike. So me and you are not alike. Bitch, I wrote steady.
It puts the conviction on it. Yeah. I mean it, bro. I'm not kidding. I'm not playing around, man.